Babes, we got a great episode, the first one of 2026. We're going to be talking about Simon Bolivar, what's going on with Nicolas Maduro, and one of Yannis' old co-hosts calls in.
Yes, Marian Atencio, the esteemed Venezuelan journalist who used to be my co-host at Fusion, calls in and gives us the scoop, the real scoop on what's going on with Maduro and how actual Venezuelans feel about it. You can catch me on the road this weekend in Calgary, Alberta.
Whoa!
And then you can catch me in Royal Oak, Michigan, which is it's a safer part of Detroit.
It's what it is, and you can see me this Saturday. I am in Charlestown, West Virginia. I am at a casino in Charlestown, West Virginia, where I have sold so few tickets I had to give money back to the venue. Enjoy the episode. That's just a true story.
Patreon.com/historyhyenas. It's a lot of dumb white, brown, and black ones.
It's what it is, and that's how we're starting the episode. Welcome to the first episode of the new year. We're just talking about how there aren't a lot of dumb Asian people. There's a lot of very smart Asian people, and I'll tell you where most of them are in the New York City area. They are at the steakhouse Peter Luger's in Brooklyn. The most amount, it felt like Little Shanghai. I almost left calling it Peter Ruger's.
Yeah. They're there. They're in casinos. They're everywhere in San Francisco. It looks like China invaded 10 years ago.
It's what it is. Welcome to 2026. New year, new me.
The year of the dragon.
This is the year of the dragon. And make no mistake, we're changing the concept of the show. Now, rather than coming in with prepared history bits, we're just going to ask Grok and react to what Grok tells us. And we're going to learn along with you. And that is the new show. And suck my ass if you don't like it.
Because, I mean, we didn't officially change it to that. We were going to try it, but let's officially change it to that.
We just officially made a statement, okay?
Yeah, we basically said, hey, listen, we're tired of doing research because we never really get it right anyway, so why don't we just learn it with you at the same time, because we are as dumb as the audience, so might as well just become the audience.
It's you, and that's what it is. And I also saw on one of those like revolving AI websites, whatever, that always talk about like the doom and gloom of AI, that in the top 10 jobs that will be probably not needed within the next decade, one of them, like number 8, was historian.
Right.
Historians, they're just saying, are not needed because, I mean, all the history is just in the ChatGPT's brain.
Right.
So I could just talk to it. Like today I was talking to it about Simon Bolivar.
Right. Yeah, we just don't need historians anymore at all.
Yeah.
What we need are people who know how to juice up history a little bit.
Just what it is.
We need people who know how to fictionalize it. We know the facts.
It's what it is.
We know what Hitler did.
Yeah.
We need a nice closeted gay kid like Nick Fuentes to tell us that the kid had aura.
Yeah.
That the kid was cool.
Yeah.
We want an angle we didn't think of. We want an angle that the 100,000 historians that studied original sources didn't come up with, and that's that the kid had aura.
Let me tell you something too. We're back in our studio, and we just saw our good friend who owns it, Chris Italia, who told me before the holidays that he was going to focus on losing weight, and I just saw him, and he did not take that advice. I mean, that kid is a bowling ball.
It was a New Year's resolution that turned into a New Year's not happening.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of what happens with New Year's resolutions.
It's just what it is.
I made a New Year's resolution that I was going to get down to my range acute, which is between 195 and 204.
9 pounds past cute is where you were ending off last year.
And then I ended up going to 15 pounds past cute, which was when I was in the 220s. I got food poisoning this weekend in San Francisco that shot me right back down to 214. So I don't know what you guys had on Kalshi, but food poisoning probably wasn't in your thinking and in your guessing, in your hypothesis for your gamble on what Yanni would look like, but the kid's back to 214. So I am solidly obese, but not dangerously obese.
Now, here's the thing is I was talking to you while you were there in San Francisco. Shout out to all the History Hyenas fans that went out to see Yanni in San Fran. Now, I was talking to you during this time, and what I was actually, because you were telling me how you felt lightheaded and you don't know if you can get through it, and you powered through it, which as I told you, I mean, I look up to that. I couldn't believe that you could do that. I wouldn't have been able to do that, but it would have been fun. I was really hoping for you to go do the shows and then get lightheaded and nearly pass out on stage, because then that would mean in your 20-year career, you might be the first comedian ever to be carted out of his own show twice on a stretcher. Because you were carted out of the Comedy Connection in Providence, Rhode Island in 2019 on a stretcher. I got a call from your wife.
Is there anything funnier than getting carted out on a stretcher from a comedy club when there's nothing physically wrong with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think from now on, my comedy shows should just have an EMT on site, just like at a marathon, just in case.
I'll never forget. I was at my own gig. Okay, I was at my own gig. I believe I was in Baltimore. And I look at my phone, and I have 3 missed calls from your wife, and then I go to call her back. She doesn't pick up, and then I check my notifications. I was on Twitter at the time, and about 7 people said, yo, Yanni just went down, and they were tagging me. And I said, what happened? I thought maybe he got shot. I had no idea. And then Brittany was like, hey, Yannis just passed out on stage. Do you know, like, if he took any medicine or anything like that? I said, the kid's wild is all I know.
I actually didn't go down. I've never gone down. I never fainted. So you never knocked me down, Ray.
Yeah.
You never knocked me down.
Could you imagine paying, you got your girl there, your wife, you got a couple of drinks, you're there to see Yanni, you're excited, and then within 90 seconds, the kid's passing your table on a stretcher.
I got carted out on a stretcher.
It's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, at a sold-out show at the Comedy Connection, where as I was leaving, a Greek guy handed me an icon, and they stood up and clapped like I was a football player getting let off the field. It was not one of my finer moments.
Yeah, I mean, now when you strapped in like around the strapped in? Yeah, it's a 10.
That's when we talked about that on Hyenas first, right?
Right, yeah.
And,
but we got new members here, and like Marcus really says, you never stepped in the same river twice.
Yeah, and so that's where we came up with. So
now we can listen to the story without bubbling anger at each other. Yeah.
That's where we came up with Nets, No Nets and Nets.
Right.
That's
Yes.
where and then we decided to do a series called No Nets.
Johnny Nets. Yeah.
We did one with Shane Gillis before he was huge.
Yes.
Which we're going to re-release to use his name in the album.
Yeah.
Why don't we take that down and re-release it as if it's new?
What's great about Shane is he's such like a comedy guy and a comedian through and through, is that he would, even with all success, he would come back and do the show.
He will do
and he'll say the same things. He doesn't care.
No, he'll say the same.
Which I love.
Yeah, but we could always just re-release. I think we had him on like 3 times before he was famous.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I did an episode with him. He was just sitting in my hotel room.
Yeah, and we could re-release the one with Nate, which was one of the worst episodes we ever had. It was just me and him fighting.
Yeah. I don't even think I was there.
No, you weren't there. No, it was just me and him having weird energy.
Yeah.
So, but I love Nate, and it's fine.
So
that's how I started my new year.
That's how you started your new year with. But here's the thing: is what giveth also taketh away. Because
what do you mean? What Jesus Christ giveth it?
Jesus giveth all day.
Yeah.
So I think that because you did say to me that, and it's an interesting thing, you said that you weren't sure if it was food poisoning or just the fact you landed in San Francisco and it's just a high amount of Chinese people.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I was in San Fran, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to power through it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of power bottoms in the city. If they can take a big cock, I can take a little food.
What it is. Yeah.
They got things going into their ass. I had things coming out of my ass. Which one of us was in worse shape, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just powered through it like I was a little hairless Thai boy in the Castro.
It's what it is.
Took it.
You took it because you got a little thing we like to call yellow fever. Just kidding. Nick didn't laugh at that.
There are loads of Chinese people there, and there are loads
beautiful.
Of people there that look like they want to have a conversation with you about some of the things that you might have tweeted. They just want to talk to you about your tweets. They walk around like they have concerns about some of your opinions.
Yeah, it's just what it is. I texted Yanni. I said, you got to be happy to come at home. Big, big, big. You said, cuz I had a stomach bug, big, and had to muscle through shows. It was like the Jordan flu game, but meant absolutely nothing and nobody cared. Garbage on side of the stage and diarrhea all day in hotel room during the rain. I said, yeah. I said, worst thing's got to be anxiety going through the roof to get through shows. And you said, being good at this just doesn't matter anymore. The audience had a great time, but the Hyena fans all wearing merch, love them, but everybody just wants to be talked to. I said, yeah, the whole art form has become crowd work. What can you do? And then we said, I And then you actually the sideline reporter, NFL sideline reporter Laura Rutledge was on the flight.
This is for the Patreon,
right? But
right.
No, but not gonna say. I'm just saying she was. Just mentioned she was on the flight.
She was on the flight,
and that's all we talked about.
That's all we talked about. That's
all we talked about. And then you said,
you're going to the Patreon too early.
Let me just say this, and then Jesse just put this
because that little bit was fun. Patreon.com/historyhyenas. We will read it.
We will read it. So I'm going to read it now and just edit this and put this at patreon.com/historyhyenas. But it's just one.
Yeah, that's getting clipped out.
Yeah, it's clipped out. But that'll be at Patreon.
If you heard that, that was on the main, and we clipped it out. We moved it. We did a little thing called the Maduro. We took it from its home, and we put it on an Apache helicopter, and we moved it safely to the United States of America, which is patreon.com/historyhyenas.
Yeah, you said, and this will also be a Patreon. You said, it's just one.
No, but there was, the kid that opened for me was this kid, Paul, very cool kid. He's a 6'7" kid, used to hoop from Sacramento, very funny. Right. And Chelsea featured as well, and she was extremely funny. Yeah. So it was a good time. The shows were great. History Hyena fans were great. One of the History Hyena fans gave Chelsea, the opener, $5 for some reason, and he gave her presents for me. Don't eat any of the. Just know if we really appreciate the presents, but if you bake anything or make anything from your house, we just legally can't eat it. Yeah, I just can't take the chance. There was about 10 to 15 people at the show in merch shirts. Yes. So thank you for buying the merch. Thank you for buying the merch. I mean, I don't even know. Do we get the money from that? I don't even know how that works. The merch, I don't know where it is or how to access it. I just know that the guy who runs there. I just know that the guy who runs the merch company keeps wanting to have calls, and I don't want to have a call with anyone. I just don't want to deal with it. The merch is just not fucking worth it. But it's there for you if you're a fan. We don't really make that much money off of it, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Have it. Get the merch. Yeah. It's at patreon.com. It's at our website. It's at historyhyenasisback.com. Yeah. Historyhyenas. Or historyhyenaspod.com. It's what it is. Now, I just quickly, just to catch up, because we haven't been, we haven't seen anybody in We took a week off. We took a week off. So I'm so happy to be back. I do want to check in on Jesse and Nick's New Year's. Jesse, how was New Year's for you? What's going on in the Jewish community?
Half Jewish, half
Wait, can I guess your New Year's first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, woke up at about 9:17 and 30 seconds.
Yep.
Brushed your teeth, went to the refrigerator, got a bunch of the regular ordered smoothie material, which is a apple. Love apples. Love eating an apple. Apple, tangerine, a couple of bananas. Yeah. Some whey protein. Like whey protein. It's good. Yeah. Put a little
creatine.
A little zinc in there. A little zinc. Mix it up. Had a little smoothie, right? Yeah. Nodded to the common law. Yeah. Said, how you doing? Got on the bike, put the helmet on, went to the studio, sat there, ate a tangerine. Ate a tangerine.
He loves tangerine.
Loves tangerine. The kid's like, the tangerines. Bleep that out.
How many tangerines do you have in your house right now, Jesse?
I'm actually off tangerines. I'm big on apples.
Ooh, wow, kid's back. And he likes to call them nice crisp apple. He goes, you want a nice crisp apple?
Nice honey crisp.
Yeah, nice honey crisp apple.
Yeah.
So he eats a little fruit. Yeah. He stares at his paintings a little bit, right? He's got a podcast on in the background. Not a care in the world, not an anxiety in the world, waiting to have inspiration, then he'll diddle a little bit.
Now tell me how that's not a wealthy, rich life. Tell me how that's not a better life than 99.9% of the human population.
That is a better life.
Tell me he's not living a better life than Jeff Bezos right now.
The only person living a better life than him on New Year's Day, what I'm basically saying is Jesse stuck to his routine and he will no matter what.
Which is longevity. That equals longevity.
The only person who had a better New Year's Day than Jesse is our friend Nick the Stick.
Yes.
Nick the Stick, because Nick the Stick woke up. He woke up at about 3:45 p.m., not from partying the night before, just from staying up and watching wrestling in Japan.
Yeah.
Where the time difference is different.
Now, Nick, I want to hear about Nick's New Year's and how...
He doesn't remember he was stoned.
He was stoned, but I want to hear about everything besides how many protests you went to protest the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. I don't care about that.
I haven't done fucking anything. I haven't left the house. This is the first time I've left the house since New Year's.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why? Where did you get that ladder 14 at? That's smooth.
Oh, I got it from Steve.
Oh yeah, Steve Ciccone Rice-A-Roni.
Fuck yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it's a great
Do you
hat.
have those?
We'll take a picture of them with.
Are those
post
on
them.
the- are
those are there? Yeah.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
get a lot of 14 hat too,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. So what? So what, are you being actually serious right now? You have not. Today's January 6th, big day. Have you not left the house since January 1st for real? 5 days?
No, I haven't. I've gone to Key Food, and that's it. I have nowhere else to go. And today is also the Three Kings Day.
Oh, that's right.
Special day for all of us.
That's right. Yeah.
What's the Three Kings Day mean?
It's the Spanish, but it's like the Puerto Rican Christmas. Yeah. I mean, it's what it is, right?
Yeah.
Hush, but let's be honest, January 6th is really your Christmas.
That's my Christmas. Yeah, that's my Christmas.
Want to tell the people what you do on January 6th? What Chris likes to do is he likes to get a Nancy Pelosi piñata.
Yeah.
And he likes to put it up in the room, and then he has the kids
Yeah.
hit it. And then the relatives come over, and you and the kids like to zip tie all the relatives.
Yeah.
It's a recreation of a very holy night.
Yeah, what we do is on January 6th now is we watch a show called The Saints where they do all these autobiographies of the saints, and that's on Fox Nation, Fox News. So we sit around, we watch that. And then also, this is also the year I've been engaged now for 1 year because I got engaged last year on January 6th, if you recall.
I don't recall, but that makes sense because it is a holy day.
Yeah, and this is what we call a Puerto Rican marriage where you just stay engaged and never get married.
That is right.
Yeah.
Today is going to be a day where we talk all things Latin American, all things Nick the Stick.
Yeah, this is a big episode for Nick the Stick and his constituents, his connicuents, is because Nick's fan group is called the Nickers. So Nick and his Nickers they're going to like this one because we're going to talk all about Simon Bolivar, which not to be confused with Simone Biles, who I'll crack open.
She will get cracked open. The only problem with Simone Biles is she's so little.
She's a squeak.
She's like 4'6", 4'7".
Yeah.
So you really got to hold her up and put her on it.
Yeah, but I'd still like to. Now, here's the interesting thing about Simon Bolivar. First of all, I was confusing him my whole life with Sergio's boy, Che Guevara. I always would get them confused. But, Simon Bolivar was born in 1793. He's a colonial kid. Did you know that?
Yeah, and he's also what they call a Creole kid, which is another way to say he was a white kid.
Yeah.
He was just a white Spanish kid, but much like the Montreal Quebecers, the mainland peninsula, what peninsulars or whatever they called them, were the real Spanish, looked at them like they were trash. Just the same way the French look at the Quebecians.
Like the trash. Now, Simon Bolivar, which called El Libertador, the liberator, right, Nick? So what's interesting about him is the kid, he had a big idea because he wanted to make all the Latin American countries, Colombia, Venezuela. He was born in Caracas, Venezuela in 1793. He wanted to make all these countries, Ecuador, Peru, he wanted to make them like the United States, the Estados Unidos, but they couldn't get it together and they couldn't become a country. Just like we almost didn't become a country, a unified country. There was a chance that the United States could have just been a bunch of different countries on the same landmass like South America is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot simpler for George Washington to do it, first of all, because everyone was Protestant.
Yeah.
There wasn't that many cultures or languages. Everyone spoke English besides the Native Americans.
Yeah.
And they were leaving.
He was like the Spanish George Washington. He was to a lot of the Jorge Washington.
Yeah, he was. And the North American...
You see him in Hamilton.
Yeah, the North Americans had much lower population, and also they didn't have the Andes Mountains to kind of separate all these people.
Because you know what I like? An Andes mint.
Ooh.
You ever have one of those?
No.
A chocolate Andes mint?
No, I like Andy Griffith.
Yeah. I like Andy Garcia.
Andy
in the show Landman.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was terrible, though, in The Godfather 14 or whatever.
It was.
Just didn't work. It was one too many.
So now, because here's the thing about Spain.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people forget that Spain...
Stop calling me cuz. For this episode, call me Primo.
Primo.
Yeah.
So, Primo, do you know, Spain, a lot of people don't remember that Spain was very, very bad too. They were the original whites, bad whites.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say white people are bad, do you mean the Spaniards? Because they were the ones. First of all, everybody that speaks Spanish in Colombia, in Peru, in Bolivia, in Ecuador, in Venezuela Why do you think they speak Spanish? Because the Spanish Empire raped it into them.
That's right.
If it was France, it would be French. If it was England, it would have been English. So don't get mad at me, primo.
Right,
okay?
primo.
The Spaniards are the one who did that to you, papi, not me.
Yeah, they all
Puerto Ricans, they were all indigenous types of native people that had their own languages and cultures and this and that, but somehow it's white people's fault.
Yeah, just if you're gonna be hateful, be specific, okay? It was the Spanish that did that to you. The mainland Spanish, primo. Your
Trans-American slave trade Spanish, Portugal.
Yeah.
No blanco.
You did nothing to the South Americans. You did it to the Jews.
Yes. If you're going to be mad at me, if your last name is Finkelstein, I'll support it.
Right.
I
yes.
get that gripe, but other than that, no.
Yeah.
I love Spanish people so much, I've made more of them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It always gets confused. Hispanic, Spanish, what is it? And you know it's been interesting? The Spanish people from Europe, they've done a nifty little thing when they're in America. They've gone, oh, I'm Spanish. And people just go, oh, that must mean you're Hispanic. That must mean you're a protected group. They do a nice little thing that the Muslims like to do. I'm a protected group now. It's go, whoa, you're Spanish.
Yeah.
You're not Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
You're from Spain.
Yeah, you're like a conquistador. You have a lot of money. You're like a white person with an accent.
Yeah, but Americans are so stupid. They just go, he speaks Spanish. He must be a protected group. It's like, no. That's European Spanish.
Yeah.
That's the bad Spanish.
Yeah.
There's bad Spanish.
Europeans are the bad Spanish. The bad bunny is not one of the bad Spanish.
He's not one of the bad Spanish.
No.
Rafa Nadal is one of the bad Spanish.
Yeah.
Carmen Lynch is one of the bad Spanish.
Bad Spanish. Javier Bardem, bad Spanish.
Bad Spanish.
Antonio Banderas, good Spanish.
Good is he?
Yeah.
I thought he's from bad Spanish.
Oh, maybe he's bad Spanish. Who's the other one? Penelope Cruz, bad Spanish, or good Spanish?
No, bad Spanish.
Benicio del Toro, good Spanish. Puerto
Good
Rican is
Spanish.
good Spanish.
Good
Spain
Spanish.
is bad Spanish.
Yes.
Isn't Argentina bad Spanish?
Bad Spanish.
Bad Spanish. These are the colonial Spanish powers. So, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, I'd be mad at them.
Yes.
Be mad at them.
If you're from Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, or Bolivia, you cannot be bad.
Yes.
You are only good.
Yes.
Because of the colonial period. And we judge all of history and the rankings on the moral purity test based on whether you were a victim or a perpetrator of the colonial era. And that's just how fucking history works. There was no history before colonialism.
It just wasn't. And then here's the thing, Jesse, I'm sending this to you right now because a lot of people have been hitting me up asking if this is me. And I just want to clearly say that it is not. And I'm going to show you that this is not me right after this break from frickin' whoever. Because you know about Huel, Huel?
Oh, do I?
I've been taking it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. You can get it in your local Target. All right. If you're focusing on protein right now, which I am because I felt like I got fat. So high protein intake is going to help me lose that weight. Huel gets all your protein in a delicious shake. That's why I started using the high protein starter kit from Huel. It's 5 Black Edition ready to drinks plus the Black Edition chocolate powder. And it's honestly the first thing that made it easy for me to stay consistent because you know me, when I'm talking about anything, I like the Black Edition, including guys.
That's what it is. And did you know, Chrissy, did I hear this right? That Huel just launched in Target nationwide?
Yeah, and I already said that you're sundowning. So what you need is a little Huel fuel.
See, the thing is, I didn't take my Huel this morning.
That's what it is, yeah.
So on days that I'm running out the door heading to the gym, I just grab a Black Edition ready to drink. It's a complete meal, 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, and it actually does taste really good.
Now, the only danger here is when you grab the Black Edition ready to drink that has 35 grams of protein, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners. But when you grab that Black Edition, you have to really, really focus. Do not put it in your ass. Because I know you're going to see Black Edition and say, this goes in my ass. It goes in your mouth.
We always have to tell our fans that.
Yes, because the fans just sometimes don't know.
They just get their orifices confused a lot.
Especially if they're in a hurry.
Yeah.
They say, oh, it's Black Edition. I know where this goes.
So, if you want to try it, grab a bottle at Target or get the full high-protein starter kit online with our code Hyena20 for 20% off at Huel.com/Hyena20. Thank you to Huel for partnering and supporting the History Hyenas.
Because You know me, and my favorite singer of all time is Ray J, and he's got the earbuds, the Raycon earbuds, and I love them, and I like to stick them in my ears and watch some of the work he's done with Kim Kardashian.
That's a great way to actually
what I
use
do.
them. Yeah.
I listen to his music and I watch his videos.
That's a great way to use them. I wish I had mine with me right now,
but
they're always with me when I go on the road. They're so good. You know, regular earbuds block everything out. You can't hear someone calling your name, a car honking, anything.
They're actually dangerous.
Yeah, so these Raycon ones sit just outside your ear canal, so you get a really clear sound, but you can actually hear if someone yells Ali Akbar.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that awareness is perfect for tackling your fitness resolutions safely, or anybody yelling Allahu Akbar. You might have tackled them.
Exactly. So Raycon has over 3 billion customers, and the sound quality is just as good as the way more expensive brands. That's the thing. It's a really high quality product, but it doesn't break the bank is what I'm trying to say. They're half the price because you're not paying for the same type of celebrity endorsements all over the place and all that retail markup stuff.
Yeah, and they got 36 hours of battery life, 8 hours of playtime, and 36 hours of battery with the charging case. You charge them maybe once a week. That's it. And I'm telling you, I use those things a lot, and I use them for a lot of different purposes. And I only got to charge it once a week, cuz.
Yeah, and you can connect to multiple devices, switch seamlessly without hassle. It's really great. So just go. Listen to the Essential Open Earbuds are now here to help you crush your New Year's goals. Go to buyraycon.com/hyenasopen to get 20% off of everything. Thanks, Raycon, for sponsoring the History Hyenas. We love you, Ray J. Because while he finds it, let me just say, Nicolas Maduro had a rough night of sleep.
Yeah.
That's rough, right?
Yes.
All you're doing is you're sleeping in
Here
your
we
room.
go. Here
That does look like you.
It does, and it's just...
And this was in San Francisco while I was in San Francisco.
Yeah, and we just have no volume in the studio.
Hold on. We're going to get it.
Just get the volume going.
We're going to get...
Because this is what people are... This is what we call a bit of a mental illness. I mean, this guy...
Hands up, Venezuela! Hands up, Venezuela!
Yeah. That was just me in my yard.
He's reading it straight from Google Translate.
Yeah,
it's the funniest thing ever. He's a white guy.
I mean, so people have just lost their brains, right? It's leaked out.
We got a new series we're starting on patreon.com/historyhyenas, our community. It's for our community. It's going to be called Leaky, where we'll be picking someone whose roof is fully blown off and talking about them.
Yeah, I mean, that, it's people from history, so we'll make it fun. But it is just interesting to see all these, white people protesting about this Maduro stuff when 80% of the Venezuelan people are happy about this.
Yes.
Right? And also, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden had also a $25 million bounty on his head. So what's the deal, baby? We've lost Yanni.
No, because right now...
Now he might have another family member in crisis.
No, because right now my old co-host from Fusion, Marian Atencio, who is from Venezuela, is texting me. So I said, can I call you now and talk about Maduro? Because that would be fun. She's Venezuelan.
But is she going to get upset if we're in the pod?
I'm saying we are on the podcast right now.
What is she talking to you about?
Can you talk? She's an actual, a Peabody award-winning journalist.
Right. She's fucking peace.
We're just gonna take a little call. Maybe we'll plug this in. You never know.
Oh, okay, so we're back.
Yeah, we're gonna find out from actually someone who knows.
Hey.
Mariana Atencio, how are you, my love? I haven't spoken to you in so much.
Yanni, I miss you so much. Thank you so much for having me on. Such a fan of what you guys are doing. And the second I saw your clip, I'm like, I have to tell him how great this is.
Mi amor, mi corazón.
Mi vida.
Mi vida. I miss you, but we're sitting here, we're talking about Nicolas Maduro, and we wanted to know from somebody who's actually an esteemed journalist, a Peabody award-winning journalist, an actual Venezuelan, and I'm going to try to pronounce this right. What is the actual situation with Nicolas Maduro?
Listen, he didn't get the memo. He didn't think that Trump was actually going to do it. And today we found out actually from Trump that it was his little dancing, mocking Trump's dance that finally threw Trump over the edge and was like, this is so disrespectful. I'm going to pull the pull the trigger on this operation. So I actually think that he didn't think that Trump was going to do it. It really caught him by surprise. They got them out of bed in the middle of the night. He, 24 hours before, was doing the little dance, gave this podcast interview, which is like a sort of like a ridiculous carpool karaoke type interview that he does, saying that his bunker was infallible and that the Americans were not going to come. And now look at what happened. So I think he's really screwed. He's looking at the rest of his life in jail because he's over 50 years old, and these charges are going to amount to at least 30 years, if not more. And this is just also, by the way, the tip of the iceberg. I've been covering this regime for the last 15 years. This is just what we know. I think that what we're going to uncover that these people have done are like just truly atrocities in terms of human rights and corruption and drug trafficking.
Right. You are Venezuelan. What is sort of the overall sentiment amongst Venezuelans? I mean, the majority of Venezuelans, are they upset about this? Are they happy about this? I know Miami's lit right now.
No, every single Venezuelan, Yannis, truly, or the vast majority, are ecstatic. We've been trying to get rid of this guy for years. We even tried to do it the democratic way. He lost the elections last year. He just wouldn't give up power. And we're elated that he's out of Venezuela. We are just really concerned about the fact that the machine is still there. And if you look at Maduro's behavior, I mean, this guy was a buffoon. He, it's like you left the circus without the clown, but the circus is still down there. And, they just issued a bunch of decrees because I have, as you know, my family, a bunch of my friends down there, cousins, uncles, they just issued a decree saying that they're going to start kind of cleaning house and figuring out who helped the Americans, that anyone, they're doing kind of like they have like people with long guns and masks doing random traffic stops. Anyone that is caught with stuff on their phone, talking about what happened, praising Trump, could go to jail. So I think we're going to see a wave of repression. And that's why you've seen Miami lit, like cities across the world, Madrid, etc. But nobody in Venezuela can go to the streets and celebrate. It's a lot of just kind of fear and silence because the worst people are the ones that are left now. And now they know what the United States is capable of doing. So I think a wave of repression and fear is going to follow. And I really do hope that eventually Trump gets fed up with the VP he left in office and sort of the other three power brokers and gets them out, because that's really the only way that we're going to transition to a full democracy. I want the Nobel Peace Prize winner to assume her role as the rightful leader that we chose, but I also understand Trump that it would have been a bit reckless to just yank out, a whole system that has been in place for 25 years with the Cubans, as you know, heavily involved in security and oil and all of that, and just putting this woman in place when she doesn't control the military or the money.
Yeah. Now, what do you think? What's your opinion on how the American media has been covering this? Have they been covering it with a full understanding of the situation, the nuance, the opinion of the majority of the Venezuelan people in mind?
One of the things that I have to call them out for that really frustrates me as a Venezuelan is that they're like, well, not everybody, mostly because this is obviously a partisan issue, as with everything in this country, right? They're like, not every Venezuelan is happy. Look at these protesters against what they did to Maduro. And then there's not a single Venezuelan in those protests. Right. I'm like, are they actually like interviewing real Venezuelans about this? So I think the lack of Venezuelan voices is something I want to call the media out on, portraying like protesters in favor of Maduro where there isn't a single Venezuelan is not really reflective of how we feel as a community. And then other things like continuing to call Maduro president. He's not the president. He lost in last year's election. The United States said he lost. They didn't recognize him. So outlets like the New York Times keep saying president and first lady, and that's not accurate, unfortunately.
Right. He was kind of voted out. Not kind of. He was voted out.
No, he was voted out. So you can say tyrant, autocrat, de facto leader, but stop granting him the title president because, and if you look at what happened in court yesterday, that was the first thing that he said, Maduro. He's just like, I'm still the president of the country. Dude, you never were the president of the country. You lost in a landslide. You're a dictator.
Right. One more question, and that question is, how And then I think my co-host Chris Distefano has a question. But I want to ask, what do you think China, Iran, Russia, Cuba, how will they respond? And how true is it that they were sort of cozying up to Maduro and helping him? And was it true that they were investing all this money in Venezuela and in return getting cheap gas?
100%.
Yeah.
And we weren't even getting gas.
So-
In an oil-rich nation, Venezuelans had to line up for gas because we were giving all of our cheap gas to Cuba, Russia, China, Iran. So that's why I'm so glad you brought this up. I posted a Substack article about this, like about the oil people. Like when Trump says, like, we're going to take your oil, I would gladly welcome American companies coming in and rebuilding an industry and having that bring us back into the fold of like Western nations instead of giving our oil to Cuba, China, and Iran to further repression and internally and keeping these regimes ideologically aligned with Maduro.
Right. Absolutely. And last question, do you think that Venezuelan women are the hottest Latin American women in South America? Because I believe that may be true.
You better believe that. I will not hear otherwise from you because you have firsthand evidence.
I do.
All the years that we worked together.
I sat right there with you for a full year in Miami, and I saw it right there. You are one of the most beautiful, one of the most well-informed, one of the most respected journalists on this planet, and it's good to hear from you, and thank you so much for enlightening us with a perspective and an informed perspective from a Venezuelan.
Thank you, Yannis. Thank you for your questions, and I want to thank your audience for listening in and caring. Truly, I feel that because we've been dealing with this for 25 years again, and now the world is finally also paying attention, and I really want to thank people for even caring and wanting to get better informed.
Hi, Mariana. This is Chris Distefano, Yannis's co-host.
I envy you, Chris.
Oh,
I really do.
Well, I appreciate that. And I just want to say thank you so much for bringing your unbelievable knowledge and education to this podcast, your articulation on this topic. You're so smart and so beautiful. And I would ruin my life to have an empanada with you in downtown Caracas.
That is a promise. That in a free Caracas, we're gonna do it.
Yes,
the three of us.
in
And we may even host a podcast episode down there. Who knows?
Yes, we may. And I'm just praying to the gods of the United States, of Venezuela, of anything that my wife doesn't hear this podcast because I'm actively in love with you. I got to go.
Go to all our fans, go follow Marian Atencio on Instagram. Go check out her Substack, and you can see all her videos on her Instagram from her media appearances and her coverage on Venezuela and whatever she covers in the future.
Yeah, and if you see any direct messages from @ChristyComedy asking to see your feet, just know I was hacked. It wasn't me.
I love you both, guys. Glad to come on anytime.
Thanks, Mariana.
Bye, Mariana.
Bye.
She is a piece. There's no question.
I mean, we are the same age.
Yeah,
I mean,
she
she is
is
a fucking...
She's a piece. She's also very smart. She went to Columbia. She's a Peabody Award-winning journalist. She's a real
Where does
journalist.
she live, Miami?
She lives in Miami,
Yeah.
and I think she's single. I know she's divorced. Oh, I think she has no, she's not. She has a spouse now.
Well, I'm getting married.
Yeah, so it is what it is. But
But I was just having a little fun. God, please don't hear that. Yeah. My family doesn't hear that. Okay.
peace. So let's see.
Venezuelan, what I would like to do is, listen, is there a compromise?
Yeah.
Which I understand, like, fine, we give Maduro back. That's what people want. But then all Venezuelan women come here.
That's a
Can we
good
do that? Trade. Maduro goes back, but then it's a country of Maduro and only men, and then every Venezuelan woman.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the new ICE is we get them to the border, and then we just have a little bit of we just judge, like not a judge, but we just kind of look at them and we kind of can admit you entry or you go back.
Yeah.
I mean, what about that? Like, like somebody, like she's coming.
Yes.
She come. Yes, you're in.
Yes. Here's the thing is 9 million of them already left.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is we want to make it good so the guys go, it's good to go back. And the ladies want to go, stay.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to just have all the Venezuelan women. Yeah.
Now, Nick, Nick, you're not Venezuelan, I know that. So, but what is your position on Nicolas Maduro being taken out of power, because it seems like the Latin American community has different opinions on this, but there were a lot of TikTok videos and a lot of Instagram videos, which I watched over the weekend, that were very funny, with Venezuelans with Spanish accents just talking about people, white people. They go, white people, stay out. You don't understand. You don't understand. You're not from my country. You don't understand. Get out. Don't keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. How many of those videos did you guys see? You saw those, Nick? Yeah. So what's your opinion on Nicolas Maduro? Because right now, let's be honest, President Trump has Nicolas Maduro on toast.
Yeah, it's just
If you like Maduros, how about trying him on toast?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Leave us alone, okay? You got our guy? So now leave us the fuck alone. No, you're always going to get different opinions from, because you can't lump us all together. We're all different people. We're all going to have different opinions. Personally, this is all I know. History has just shown we invade other countries, we fuck with them, that's all we do, and then we create more refugees, and everyone's going to be like, oh, now the Venezuelans are coming here, they're coming to my town. They're not coming to fucking Farmingdale. You know where they're going to go?
Where?
My neighborhood, Roosevelt Avenue, and I can't fucking stand it because
Yes.
we don't have any fucking room.
Wow.
Your room, but what you will get is a nice increase in prostitution.
No,
Yeah.
it's already happening. You guys should come.
Wow.
You guys have no idea.
That's why Nick hasn't left the house, because people just came to visit him.
Yeah, Nick wants Venezuelans out of his fucking neighborhood.
Wow.
Nick just got very Italian. He said, don't come to my fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean,
They're in Miami, cuz.
Bubbles, Nick does have a point that we kind of just destabilized yet another region, and then we're going to get mad when the immigrants want to come here, and it's like, we're the ones who destabilized it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good argument to be made that it never really works out exactly the way we want it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of Venezuelans who are happy about it. Supposedly, they voted him out. Supposedly,
So what is the deal? He is not, because they say that he actually didn't win the 2024 election, and that's why the United States government is able to take him, because there is a law in international law, like you can't take a head of state.
well, he was indicted in New York as a drug trafficker. So he was actually wanted by the United States legal system, him and a few other of them. So I guess intel and evidence showed that he was allowing drug trafficking routes through Venezuela to get drugs into the country.
Right.
And so Trump just took that and ran with it. The other countries, the other administrations before were saying the same thing. Biden actually put a bounty on his head for 15 mil, 25 mil, something like that. But Trump just went in and took them. And obviously, the larger picture is about how much he's been cozying up to China, Iran.
Yeah.
And so Trump's saying, we're not doing that anymore. This is our hemisphere.
Right.
So he's saying, get out of my neighborhood. Trump is basically saying what Nick said about Queens.
Yeah.
He's saying, get out of my neighborhood to Iranians, Russians, and Chinese.
Now, how is it going to end? What is going to happen with Maduro? I mean, you can't kill him. That's not going to happen. Is he going to stay in the federal prison for the rest of his life?
I think he's playing patty cake with Diddy right now, talking about the different type of oils that were confiscated
It's
from
just
him.
what it is, yeah.
I think that's all that happened.
Because what a celebrity row prison. You got Maduro's in there. You got Diddy's in there. You got Luigi Mangioni's in there.
Yeah.
You got a few guys in there.
You got
Tekashi 6ix9ine is going in.
You got a Taxi Says 9 in there, and you had Jeffrey Epstein used to be in there.
What a nice one. And that prison is in Sunset Park.
It's in Sunset Park, and probably the owners of the stand will be in there soon.
That's right near Jesse's
who knows what
sculpting
kind of-
studio.
Yeah, who knows?
Jesse could get killed by accidental helicopter machine gun fire.
Because if Venezuela retaliates, it could happen.
Because if Jesse ever dies before us, what we'll do is every Monday we'll just go put a tangerine on his gravestone.
We just will.
Yeah.
But what this did, I think, also show was like it was a little show of strength from America, going like, "Hey, we still can operate with precision," because it was a crazy
Operation.
extraction.
Yeah, they say that. I heard some theories online that this is not as crazy as you think, that there was some kind of secret deal made and the guards just let Americans in, but I don't think that's true.
I think there probably was some of that. I think there was probably...
Well, they killed his whole security team.
Yeah, which is crazy. But I think there was also some kind of... He's not a very popular guy in Venezuela. Anyone who's supports him is kind of, been brainwashed or lives in fear or kind of... the majority of people don't like him. They voted him out. I think the latest polling, like 2024 or something like that, it's like 80% of Venezuelans didn't like him. Obviously, one of the largest refugee crises because of him. 9 million fled the country because of him. So the
MS-13 comes out of Venezuela, right?
Yeah. So the diaspora of Venezuelans hate him.
Right.
And so they all wanted him out. So I'm pretty sure there was some assets on the ground that had some knowledge of it, some intelligence assets that were like, we'll stand down. I mean, his military definitely stand out. You can't just extract the president of a country that easily without without.
I mean, we sent like 12 guys over there.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 12 dudes went in there.
Just took the Presidente.
Yeah, I mean, it was basically Joe Rogan's fucking security detail got in a helicopter and fucking got this guy. It was like watching an episode of Lioness.
And it's the United States, so you know that half our army was trans.
Exactly.
So you just got taken by some trans kids.
A couple of kids rolled up in skirts with fucking semi-automatic weapons and took Maduro and put him on toast.
Yeah, that's another funny thing you sent. But you sent another funny text too. Wait, I'm going to send this one to you. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I mean,
we could actually throw that one up because it's very funny.
Yeah, it's very funny when you just say, wait, hold on. I'll send you the text. I got to preface it. Hold on.
So the extraction was
carried out.
It was carried out by elite U.S. forces, the Army's Delta Force, and 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment called the Night Stalkers. You don't want to fuck with the Night Stalkers, guys.
Yeah.
And they had a little assistance from an FBI unit. The raid involved more than 150 aircraft. So I think they kind of confused them. They swarmed with 150 aircraft, fighters, bombers, tilt rotors, launching from 20 different land, sea bases to suppress Venezuelan air defenses and provided cover for the ground team.
Yeah.
U.S. forces entered Maduro's heavily fortified compound at 1 a.m. and encountered significant resistance. Brief firefight. The team captured Maduro's and his wife.
Yeah. So
2.5 hours. They were in and out.
So I said to Yannis, I said, well, this is going to have big implications because now U.S. took Venezuela, China might take Taiwan, to strategize, whatever, kind of tit for tat. And Yannis said, not if these two ladies got anything to say about it. Yeah. And then So that's just what it is. That at one point, these were people leading our military. So these two ladies right here are going to stop all forms of war against the United States. Yeah. And if you want to mess with us, you got to mess with these two ladies.
You got to admit it's a little bit of a different vibe on the military scene between the Biden administration and the
Trump. It is. Yeah.
It's a little bit of a different vibe.
Yeah. Pete Hegseth has Catholic crosses and death to all Muslims tattooed on his body. And then Biden had these two ladies.
It's a little bit of a different vibe for sure.
Yeah.
When it comes to Taiwan, it's interesting because I think the fear is like, oh, they're going to retaliate and take Taiwan. But you can, I think, also make the opposite argument and go like, they're looking at Trump going, this guy just does not give a fuck.
Yeah.
And he will resist.
Some of it is, some of it, whether you hate Trump or like Trump, it's irrelevant. You got to just admit that some of this has to put fear in other countries' leaders.
Without a doubt.
This guy just went in and took somebody's presidente.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think it goes like, he's not just,
Biden was all talk. You can't deny that. He just was all talk.
It was more containment. I don't think just, maybe Biden, you could say that, but I think it was just containment. I think it was like, it got to the point where I think, like I said again, I don't even think the heads of state matter as much as the people who are constantly in government, constantly in the military branch, going like, all right, this is what's been happening in South America with China and Iran and Russia, and we're losing influence down there. And it's time to say, we've been trying to negotiate, we've been trying to contain, but the Chinese are rolling forward.
Yeah.
And so we got no choice.
The Chinese are walk and rolling.
Lot of 14.
Might be the name of the episode.
It's just what it is.
Chinese are walking and rolling?
Yeah.
And we may need to just go from containment to actual rollback.
Yeah.
And what they're doing now is, Trump, there's no question, all the bullshit you hear online, this is about China, Russia, and Iran.
It's what it
is.
It's
It's about oil, blah, blah, blah. But it's really about like, they're not going to have it. We're going to have it.
Well, we're not going to be able to go in there and get the Iranian leader like we did. No way.
No.
That would be like an actual ground scale for real war.
That would be a problem.
You're not going to get him.
Yeah. What we're basically saying is if it's in our hemisphere, it's ours. And we want you out. So China is fucking big in Latin America. And what China has done is given Nicolas Maduro $1 quadrillion, and in exchange, Venezuela has given as a loan, and in exchange, Maduro is giving them oil.
So now who's going to get? China still owed oil, so who's going to give them the oil?
That's yet to be seen, but whoever's calling the shots has an American flag pin on their jacket.
What
now.
it is, yeah.
So it's what it is. So
I know a big conglomerate of U.S. businessmen are going and women are going down to Venezuela this week because they said there's just like a lot of opportunity down there now.
Yeah. And
the stocks went up too. Stock market went up. So people in the business are like, good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, I know it destabilizes people, but it just, people's numbers went up.
I mean, listen, if we end up controlling the oil or whatever,
Not a bad thing.
for business, it ain't bad.
It ain't bad.
It ain't bad. I mean, somebody's got to control it. And here's the thing. People go, oh, the Venezuelan people were. No, they weren't.
No.
They weren't getting any of it. It was
Just
all
what it is.
fucking going out. So basically, China and Russia and Iran were going, hey, we're going to invest all this money in your country. We're going to protect you. We're going to do all this. Just give us that free oil.
Yeah.
And so he was actually he wasn't even paying them back with money. He was paying them back with Venezuelans' oil.
Yeah.
So it's like, the real world operates like this. Pick your poison. Which evil do you want? You want the Americans or do you want the Russians, Chinese, and Iranians?
Yeah.
Nicolas Maduro chose them, and we said, no, you choose us.
It's just what it is.
So we chose us for us.
Yeah, it's
for you.
It's what it is, and we're just doing this to balance out a little guy named Zohran Mamdani.
We just want to get him
Balance.
happy.
It was funny on the group chat. Oh yeah, well I'll tell you what my boy said in the group chat right after this. Cause here's the thing.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
And you know what I got everybody for Christmas, right?
Yeah, hard dicks.
Yeah, I got them hard cocks. Everybody opened up a hard cock, a dick in a box, as Justin Timberlake would say. And I got those hard cocks from Blue Chew. Cause I have been having sexual dysfunction in my life. I haven't been able to get it up. I've just kind of had a sloppy, just kind of half mush dick.
Yeah.
But then Blue Chew came into my life.
Yeah.
And cause I am rock hard, I was watching Landman yesterday, and every time fucking Billy Bob Thornton came on, I had a stiffy.
The thing about it is it's not only good, right, if you have a little ED or whatever, or, you like to have, you're more of a people pleaser and you have performance anxiety.
Sure.
It's also good for married guys who just need a little help getting up for their 9 to 5.
Yeah.
9 to 5.
Yeah, it's just what it is. Yeah, it's just
Sometimes having sex with the wife after 11 years is just a 9 to 5.
just a 9 to 5, and it's just
And Blue Chew's just like a cup of coffee by the water cooler.
Blue Chew. It's just there. It dissolves under your tongue. Works in as little as 15 minutes. That means you can get it on quicker and stay in the game longer. Elevation without hesitation. I mean, Blue Chew, and it's what it is. I mean, the other day I saw Tank Sinatra, and he had a mustache. And I had just taken a Blue Chew, and it was like kind of like a Hitler stash. And I said, cuz, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I just took a Blue Chew. Now I'm looking at your Hitler stash, and my dick is hailing.
We got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with the code Hyenas. That's promo code Hyenas. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety info. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring us.
I also want to mention Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. We're talking 2 ingredients for blood flow to keep that rocket cock pumping, mixed with apomorphine and oxytocin to turn up the arousal and the connection in your brain and body. So on the group chat the other day, and then we'll get back to Simon Bolivar, it was funny because they were, when he got sworn in, Zohran Mamdani got sworn in, I believe, on January 1st. It was all this chatter. They were yelling. They were like, I can't believe he's going to get sworn in on the Quran. This kid's going to get sworn in on the Quran. And then I said, well, Mayor Bloomberg got sworn in on a Jewish Bible, and then nobody responded. Nobody just said anything. And then the next text was from Patty Flyballs. He went, wow, Giants suck. So it's just what it is.
Well, the Jewish Bible is the Old Testament.
Yeah.
So he got sworn in on,
on a Bible.
Sworn in on the Old Testament.
On the Old Testament.
Yeah,
so I
Torah,
guess
whatever.
kids were just looking for a way to be like, this is a travesty. But then you just say, well, other people didn't get sworn on the Catholic Bible.
Yeah.
It's just what it is.
It's what it is. Yeah. It's what it is.
Now, Simon Bolivar.
Yeah.
What was funny, interesting about him is the kid, like Zoran and like a lot of others, which is very, like Teddy Roosevelt, he grew up very wealthy.
Yeah.
So that to me, what is it about wealthy kids? Because you understand why a kid who's brought up in poverty would want to go and unite all his countries and be the leader, the military leader of a country. But when a kid's got a lot of money and wealth, what do they want to do it for?
Because they're the only ones that have enough time to sit around and think about injustices.
Right.
Poor people are just trying to survive.
That's a good
They
point.
also have the means to try to make something happen. Now, this kid was unstoppable, dude.
Simon
Bolivar. I mean, this kid, they tried to assassinate him a bunch of times. He married some chick who ended up dying of yellow fever at 21. He never remarried.
The real yellow fever.
Yeah. And
Not the kind Yanni had in San Fran.
that's exactly
Yeah.
right. Then he had a long-term affair with this chick who was a revolutionary, and this bitch was tough as nails. There was actually an assassination team that came into his house to try to kill him, and this bitch fought them off with pistols, and she got hit in the head with swords.
So that's just not, you're going to want to bang that lady out. That's kind of hot.
She is fucking loyal and hot. She's
Revolutionary puss.
Revolutionary Latinas are fiery.
It's just what it is.
But this kid was a self-taught general, basically, and he was a military mastermind. And what he did was he liberated all these regions,
Colombia,
from the Spanish crown. And guess what? It ties into Venezuela because he was born to a Creole family in Caracas.
Venezuela.
So he was Venezuelan.
He was Venezuelan, and that's why Simon Bolivar mostly identified with Venezuela, but also Colombia. Big because he is credited with leading the charge to liberate them in 1819. That's why Colombia is free from Spanish rule, because Bolivar did it. And like I said, Bolivar wanted to unite all these countries and make like a Spanish federation, just like the United States. And he actually invited United States delegates at the time. James Monroe was president, and he invited the United States delegation to the conference they were having to unite the Spanish people. And the United States showed up 2 weeks late.
Yeah, well,
so they just didn't come.
Were they black? It's possible.
They just showed up a little late, and they said, "Sorry, we thought we were on black time."
Lot of 14.
Yeah.
So his whole one of the most famous things he's known for is the famous 1819 was the year
crossing of the Andes, which I just said.
Yeah. Oh, you just say that?
Checked out.
Oh, I was checked out. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just thinking about.
Wait, did you just say that? I missed it.
I just said the crossing of the Andes, which led to the Colombia being free.
Yeah, that's right.
And I also said that he was born in Venezuela, Caracas, Venezuela, about 25 minutes ago.
So I have checked out.
Just what is the kids just checked out? You're on snooze.
I'm waiting to get this call from Mariana. I want to talk to her.
Yeah, you're just thinking about her feet.
But he wanted to unite Venezuela, all these countries, and he but the problem was too diverse, too much infighting, and so he goes, look, all these Latin countries aren't ready for democracy.
Sure.
So he said, I want to make myself the dictator, a benign dictator, until Latin America can mature into democracy. He didn't think they were ready.
He said they needed strong centralized authority, but that eventually caused chaos.
It didn't work. The people were just not united. It was too many different languages, too many different races.
It's a lot.
Different regions.
But the United States was able to do it, cuz.
They were able to do it because they had less people. And like I said, it was just Protestants. They also were like landowners and,
Sometimes, let's be honest, you just got to let the white guys figure it out.
Lot of 14.
That's probably why the U.S. worked. They just said, you know what, let's just let the white guys figure it out for 100 years.
And
Then we'll start to give other people rights, but can you just let the white guys figure it out?
Lot of 14.
It's a simple way.
I'm being a dick, but sometimes, just let these guys figure it out, hon. And then we'll come in when we're ready. And then everything's nice. Everything's set up nice.
Yeah, just set it up is what you're saying.
Set it up. It's like, sometimes the kids are going crazy in the kitchen. And I say, kids, why don't you just go watch TV?
Yeah.
I'll throw on SpongeBob for you. I'll throw on K-pop and the Demon Hunters for the 19,000th time.
Yeah.
Let me and Ma set it up.
Yeah.
We'll set up the table.
Yeah.
Everyone will come when they're ready. This way nobody's pouring their drinks. Nobody's,
supposedly Simon Bolivar had similar opinions.
Yeah.
And he was just like, all right, well, yeah. He had a paternalistic opinion.
He was saying let the Spaniards, basically. He was saying let the elites.
Let the Creoles
handle it.
Figure it out.
Let the elites handle it is the word I should be using. The elites.
He had no problem having the mestizos, the natives, and the blacks fighting his army.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But when it came to the planning, he was like, you guys just can't.
He said,
can't work this out.
Guys, look, listen to me. I understand. understand everybody, Gran Colombia, we want to have this one Spanish, United States version of the United States, and it's a beautiful thing. But for now, I'm just going to ask anybody who's just got a leaf around their dick if they could just wait outside.
Way song C1.
Anybody who came in here with a spear and just leaves for underwear, I'm just going to have to ask you to if you could go back to the Andes Mountains for a minute, and then we will contact you. We'll send a smoke signal when it's your turn.
Way song C1.
Is that just kind of, just a little bit?
A little bit,
It's just what they said.
It's just a little bit.
They said this kid came in here riding a goat. He's just got to go. We can't have anybody with a chieftain hat on right now and war paint. We need you guys to just come in here a little bit more civilized.
Yeah. He had big dreams and he thought it could all work. He advocated for Republican government, the abolition of slavery, equality before the law, all the good stuff that he saw in the French Revolution and the American Revolution, which obviously he was inspired by. And he wanted to build what he called a Gran Colombia, but it just didn't work out. It was a little too chaotic. Yeah. And he ended up dying with no money. He gave all his money to the cause.
Yeah.
He died at 47.
Died at 47 of tuberculosis. And they think he had a lot of other health problems. But yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard in that region to try to get a United States of the Spanish Americas when, you have guys out there that say the only way that you can really come to a decision is somebody has to go to the top of a staircase and get their head cut off.
Way song C1.
Right? You're unshackled, and I like it.
Yeah, there's just it's just unfortunately, it was already the 1840s, and they said we can't have guys out there saying we got to wait till full moon and cut somebody's head off.
Ladder 14.
Unfortunately, that's not how we get the vote this time.
It
so they said,
complicates things,
go back, go back, and we'll send for you.
Yeah, right.
But they wouldn't do that, and then the whole thing just fell apart, and then the kid died of tuberculosis.
Cultural differences, racial differences.
That's all I'm saying.
Regional differences seem to really were a big thorn in his dream.
It's just what it is.
It didn't work out the way that he thought.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he died kind of politically isolated.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out. And sort of.
Yeah, you can't. Unfortunately, you're not going to get far when you got people asking, do mules count as currency?
Ladder 14.
It's just not going to work. They're not trying to bar it. It's the 1830s.
Right.
They said, guys, we're trying to have a constitution here.
Yeah.
We're trying to be like the United States.
Right,
coming in here,
Yeah.
With spears and sandals, it's not going to work. You know what I mean?
Here with 14 ears of corn. I don't know what to do with that.
I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
And no, I can't count your wildlife. I can't count your livestock as people. Okay? You got a monkey with his face painted the same as you. It's not going to work for us. Okay? You got your kids in a basket on your head. Unfortunately, we're trying to do real stuff here. We're in uniforms.
Right. So,
Nick, am I wrong?
Yeah, he has to say you're wrong.
Nick, tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Am I wrong about that?
You're right.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just so. That's just how it happened. It didn't go down the same way George Washington went down, but he is basically the George Washington of South America if George Washington had failed.
It's just what it is, and it's just we are not saying we're right or wrong here. I understand that people can disagree. We're just reporting the facts as we see them.
The way we see them.
History
That's the important part is the way we see it.
History is interpreted all differently. The facts are the same, but the interpretation is what makes a historian a historian.
That's what it is.
It's just what it is. So that's what I think happened a little bit. And then, but we did get the nation of Bolivia. It's named after Bolivar.
It is. And
so that's nice.
It's an absolute banana republic.
Yeah.
And Venezuela is absolutely in trouble. Colombia is not that great.
Yeah.
I think Peru does good.
Now, Peru does pretty good.
Chile does good, right? They got gas, I think.
Yeah.
Right? They got copper.
Colombia does great.
Is Colombia doing great?
Colombia doesn't do. Oh, do they not do great?
Not great.
It's great if you want to go down there for a little bachelor party to Medellin.
Uruguay's doing good.
Uruguay's doing
They're
good.
99% energy efficient.
Yeah.
Uruguay.
They got so much energy, they're sharing with Argentina and Brazil.
Yeah.
Wow. So Brazil's doing great. They're part of those, what's that, blocks, the new currency. BRICS, sorry.
They're not doing as good as Argentina's rebounding kind of nice.
Who's number one Latin American country economy?
I think
is it Argentina?
No, it's either Chile or Uruguay. Which one is doing the best? Maybe Argentina is the biggest.
Right.
Brazil definitely has.
So Uruguay is safe to go to. Uruguay is good. First world country, right, Nick?
Yeah.
The biggest economy is Brazil.
Well, that's because it's the biggest country by
and they got
far.
the biggest butts.
Yeah. Do you know that it's like 300 million people or something?
Brazil's a big boy. It's a humongous country. I've never been out there. You ever been out there?
Huge. No.
Long flight.
No. Do you ever want to go?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe I would go with the family. I don't want to go by myself.
Yeah. Mexico's doing good.
Yeah, if I went by myself, I would come back with AIDS. So I would. I just would. I know I
Slide
would.
14.
I'd bring AIDS back to my family.
Yeah.
So I think, because, and in a way,
Keep scrolling, Jesse. I'm curious.
let's see.
How about per capita? Which country's doing the best per capita?
Per capita, yeah. Uruguay, I didn't realize they were doing that well. That's good to know.
Yeah. I mean, they're
Guyana is the best.
Guyana, because
They're right next to Brazil.
Yeah, those are Indians. You know the Guyanese are the ones who rule it, or
Dude,
Indian?
I had an ex-girlfriend who was Guyanese.
Yeah.
Little Guyana's a big part of Queens.
Yeah, they have some natural resource. What did they find?
They border with Venezuela.
Yeah, and
Do they? Am I wrong about that? Or they border with Brazil?
No, they border with Venezuela. You're right. And there's actually some dispute. There was actually some dispute about the discovered oil off of Guyana that Maduro wanted it.
Yeah.
So Guyana's got oil.
Guyanese girls can be pieces.
Yes.
Guyanese now. Guyana is a country that they were the native people, and the slave population became a race.
Yeah.
There was a big Guyanese revolt. I'm telling you, my ex-girlfriend is Guyanese. She's gorgeous. She's Indian. They look
funny.
Indian.
Yeah, and they speak with like a
they speak like a Trinidad Tobago, white pie, ramba, roti.
Yeah, it's like a mixture of booty boo and
roti.
Yeah, booty boo.
Want the roti?
So Uruguay, Nick is right. Uruguay stands out as the safest country in Latin America, lowest homicide rate in the region, strongest democratic institutions, low corruption, highest or near highest GDP per capita in Latin America, strong middle class, universal health care, solid education, stable banking system, not prone to extreme booms or busts. The trade-off: a small market,
stable,
slower growth, but it's stable. And then, like I said, Chile, economically strong, most developed infrastructure in South America, high GDP, strong institutions, trade, integration. They had a little social unrest in 2019 that hurt stability. But other than that, Chile could be number one.
Chile, the smartest girl in my physical therapy class was from Chile.
Take a look at this. Costa Rica, safest but much smaller economy. So Costa Rica is the safest.
The boys went down to Costa Rica, and let me tell you, they had a good time.
They had a good time down there, huh?
Yeah, and I saw some pictures, and it looked like a great time.
What did you see?
I saw some loopholes.
You saw a couple of
Yes, I saw some Fruit Loop holes. Yeah, now, and also, too, on the Patreon, I want to talk a little bit about James Monroe, the Monroe Doctrine, how it ties into Nicolas Maduro.
Yeah.
So, and we have a lot of fun stuff at the Patreon, a lot of things we had to cut out of this episode, and me and Yannis I read out the text that Yannis and I had this weekend, and those are only at patreon.com/historyhyenas for everyone's safety, so go listen.
And, the Monroe Doctrine was a thing that was... James Monroe did, and now it seems like we're in the Donroe Doctrine.
Yeah, we're in the Donald Trump Doctrine, and it's probably not as good, but it's a lot more fun if you're on our side.
It's definitely, the memes are better.
Yeah. Okay, so as always, as we did all of last year, we will continue this year. You join at patreon.com/historyhyenas. You make a funny name. You get it read out at the end of the episode. The winner, the PPW, the pseudo-penis of the week. And then at the end of the year, we will pick the grand winner of them all. But in order to win or be involved in any of this, you got to join patreon.com/historyhyenas. So welcome to the matriarchy. Wife puts on the earmuffs and blindfold when she goes down on me. We call it doing the Helen Keller.
Put her on the list.
Put her on the list. Wow. So we have somebody coming out of the gate for the number. That's a good start to the year.
Yeah.
It's the very first name off the list. The very first name gets on the list.
That's a great omen for our 2026.
Yep.
Harbinger, not an omen.
Colin operated Frisbee. Michelle Brito, Thomas Adams, Latter-day Taint. Okay.
Wait, Latter-day Taint's a chicken finger.
There it is, like the Latter-day Saints.
Yep.
Preston Karen, Michael Torres, Bert Kreischer's liver looks like a Leroy. Okay.
Wei Song Xie.
Drexler. Steamy, dreamy arancini.
Cute.
Arancini balls are nice.
Yeah, there's cute.
Kind of looks like a piece, too.
Yeah. We need another category called cute.
Yeah.
For the girls. That was a cute one.
Jesus and the Lady Brain Boys fix my leaky roof.
The Lady Brain Boys.
They call us the Lady Brain Boys.
That's very funny.
Very funny, yeah.
Yeah. The Lady Brain Boys? I'm going to Drexler that.
That's all right.
We're the Lady Brain Boys?
Yeah, with the
I
Lady Brain.
like that.
I like the Lady Brain Boys.
Have you heard that before?
No. They said Jesus and the Lady Brain Boys fix my leaky roof.
I'm putting that on the list,
All right,
actually.
wow.
Calling me and you the Lady Brain Boys
It's funny.
instead of the Hardy Boys is a goodie.
Funny. Then we got Don't Tell My Dad.
Yeah.
Spaghetti Blowing Gaze. Zeus with the Moose Knuckle. Jared from Subway, not the sandwich shop, just a kid who's always commuting.
Drexler.
It's funny.
Very funny.
Marcus Hill. Oh, we got a black kid.
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome. Hard R Cafe.
Okay, that's walked in.
Loud 14.
You know, one. Sorry about that. Yep. Eastern Hemi Salsa Monkey, a.k.a. Walked into Juan.
Good one. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. What, isn't it wild how like I say walk and roll?
Yeah.
And then there's walked into one. I didn't see this. It happens almost every episode.
Yeah.
Something we said that we think is for the first. It's like the Simpsons, how they predict stuff.
Yeah. It means it's in the air. It means you're tuned in. It means you may be on the beam even though you think you're off.
Even though I'm off. And you know what actually was very comforting? Because I literally cried in the gym yesterday. I have like a little space in my house where I have a little gym in there, and like weights or whatever. And I was crying looking in the mirror, and Jasmine came in and was like, "What's going on?"
Why were you crying in your home gym?
Because I put on weight. I felt like I got myself back in shape a few months ago, and I said I won't let myself slip again. And then I slipped, and I said I can't control it. What's happening to me? Do I need to go on GLPs? I don't know. And I just was like, it was like one of those things, like Heather Graham putting the cupcakes in her face and just screaming at the mirror. And she just came down, rubbed my back. She had brought me some biscuits so she didn't give those to me. And so she said, why don't you do this, Chris? Why don't you take some pressure off yourself? You're doing good. She was like, okay, I still think you look great. Why don't you just, it's January 5th. She was like, why don't you just give yourself to March 15th, these next 2 months, to just get back into the place that you were feeling a few months ago. It'll still be winter. You don't have to get in shape right now, tomorrow for anything. So why don't you just give yourself some grace? And that really helped me to just say, you know what? Okay, maybe I got to slow it down a little bit.
I have two questions.
Now,
subconsciously, do you think it's possible that you were crying because it was January 5th, which is it's the eve of the anniversary of January 6th, and January 6th didn't work?
Yeah.
And so you're sad about that.
Could be that.
And then my second question is, if you're sitting in your home gym crying in the mirror, at any point do you think to yourself, this might be a time where I need to go Google where some therapists are?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's time for a roof check.
Well, it's January 6th, and I've already cried 3 times this year. So that's not great.
Now, are we thinking about maybe just a roof?
Well, a roof, I
think a couple shingles might be loose.
Well, also, too, I've realized that every single day since Christmas Eve, I've had at least 1 sip of alcohol. So that's not great either. And that's also not like me. That's 13, 14 days. I mean, yesterday we went to Peter Luger's and I smashed 2 German brews.
Well,
out of nowhere. By the way, it's not like we're going out to dinner. I mean, I went out to dinner with my family, but it's not like we're celebrating anything. I'm just having brews.
Right.
Does that ever happen to you?
No.
Jesse, you drink a cocktail every day, right?
I used to. I actually stopped doing that. Yeah, I was doing that for a really long time, and then
7 days a week.
Yeah, I would have a drink every night when I came home before dinner.
Jesse's throwing hands with Sergio now.
Yeah, I'm throwing hands.
Which is available to all our fans. If you want to get in shape and you live in New York or Westchester, go throw hands with Sergio.
Go throw hands with Sergio.
It costs you money, but it's worth it.
And I could tell you from experience, us, me, Jesse, and Yannis knowing Sergio for upwards of 15 years and us being very, very close friends with him, I can comfortably tell you that he does not give discounts.
No, he does not give
discounts at all.
He also, if you're really serious about it, he will punch you in the face, because after you left, we sparred. I took a jab squarely into the nose to the point where I stopped and I said, I'll sue you.
Yeah. I said
I'll sue you.
Did I not tell you he was in a bad mood that day?
I said, I am a white client and I will sue you.
Yeah, because what happened was I was sparring with Sergio the session before Yannis, and I warned Yannis, because I was 3 o'clock session, he was the 4 o'clock session. I said, Sergio's in a bad mood, be careful. And then he punched you in the face.
Because I caught a jab straight to the nose that it made my eyes tear, and I turned around and I wanted to cry.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to cry.
It's what it is.
It hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, Sergio, I'm going to sue you,
I'm gonna
Mr.
sue you,
Lawler. I'm going to sue you.
Yeah, I hope that your taxes are good, because Tulsi Gabbard's a fan of the pod.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. All right, so we're back.
Isn't it funny, though, that I really do believe she's listening right now?
Yeah, and she's a peach, and I love her.
She followed Chris and me at the same time, And
I
so
love
that
her.
must mean she's tuning in. So how you doing? You will get fucking
Cracked open.
Ladder 14.
Hot. Eastern Hemi Salsa Monkey, AK walked into one. Is that on the list? Walked
That's
into
a
one.
Drexler.
We got sucking the feta out of Giannis's lamb skewer.
Okay.
Then we got Roofie Leaky.
Wait, how funny is it? We just had a call. That's media now. I mean, she was just on fucking MSNBC, and then we just went to that fucking Patreon.
That's, I guess, in the YouTube. And then, if you just heard that, we're bouncing back and forth here. Jesse's got what we call a job to do.
Take that, plug that, Maduro that into where we were talking about Maduro.
Yeah, Jesse's going to need a tangerine to calm the fuck down after this episode. Now we got Mom Donnie's meat missile.
Wait, that's a chicken finger.
Chicken finger. Then we have Italian in Texas. Call me Gente Vinny.
Okay. Gente Vinny, I like that.
Gente Vinny.
I like that. Chicken finger.
Rock hard on her Ring camera. Safe word, please text me back. Okay. Dustin Oaks, Chris Cipriano, David Ramos. Ich bin ein Jude and History Hyenas über Allstut from Führerland. Okay.
You were able to read that flawlessly off instinct.
It's just what it is. I think it's just in me, right?
It's in there, yeah.
Visiting Greece to see the sights in Scenics. Okay.
Ladder 14.
Scenic.
Yeah. You know, that's a walked into one, but that's one that you created.
Yes.
That's,
So-
again, that's one of the sandcastles you built.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shabbat Shalom. I'm here for the Frisbee orgy in your home. Oh, hi, Jesse.
Ladder 14.
Drexler.
Straight to the back, but gay in both holes. Okay.
Put him on the list.
There it is.
Put him on the list.
Interesting.
Yeah, because some people are gay in only one hole. They only do blowies on guys.
Yeah, but he does both.
Because are you gay in one hole?
I'm gay in one hole.
Because I think
I'm not doing it in the butt.
Yeah, our fans help us sometimes with some of the jargon. That is now going into the History Hyenas lexicon.
Sabrina the Hyena, gay in both holes?
Gay in both holes means he's a fully charged $3 bill.
Yeah.
And gay in one hole means he's bi-curious.
What it is. Found out my wife used to love purple crayons. It's what it is.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Okay. Sukrit Tripathi, Francisco Gamboa, Brett Buchelater, Joseph Politowski, a.k.a. Pierogi Monkey, Jocelyn Singh, carpet rides to the white boy frat party. Okay. For a friend. I'm laughing to a fart. You farted again.
I farted twice. Yeah, we're gonna Drexler, but it was really funny. Should I put that on the list?
No, it's
a little hard.
Disparaging a friend.
Yeah.
Chrissy Cumshot, Matthew Bascal. When Yanni tucks back, his front bum has fumes.
Okay.
Jay the Wizard. Chrissy Chlamydian. Oh, like comedian chlamydia.
Good try.
Comedian,
Good
that's the next
try.
one.
Very good try.
What the hell did I sign up for? That's an interesting question.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wild ride, my friend.
Yeah. Corey Stazen, Paul Maynard Jr., Mexican Jumping Bean, a.k.a. Border Bunny.
Okay.
Daniel Clark, Akash's wife.
Well, Daniel Clark. It might be. I worked with him in Fusion, and he was also on some. He was that show that. If it's actually Daniel Clark, he was on the show that. What's the rapper from Canada? I'm just blanking.
From Drake?
Drake, the one that Drake was on when he was little.
Oh, yeah. He was on that show?
He was one
there
of the
you go.
heartthrobs from that show. Look, Daniel Clark.
And you
could
worked
be
with
him
this guy.
because I was friends with him. Yeah.
Zahadi.
Yeah, there he is. Now he's a news producer, and we worked at Fusion together, which is funny because we just had Mariana on.
There it is,
You
Daniel
see
Clark.
another serendipitous moment.
You're in.
If it's the real Daniel
And
Clark.
does he do comedy too?
No, that's another Daniel
Okay.
Clark. No.
Mart Hart. Then we got Akash's wife's cheeks get more claps than his stand-up.
It's what it is. We
Ladder
can't
14.
then his stand-up. We can't do
Yeah,
that.
sorry. It's a good
can't.
roast joke, and we're disparaging
This isn't a
friend
court-
in here.
It's not a court of law, so we can't condone. We can't make a judgment on that.
Yeah, if it's just no, I'll tell you this. I'll do this. If there is something that we get invited to, the roast of Akash Singh, we will use that as a joke.
We will use it as a joke because it is a good one.
Politicus. Then we got Epstein and Maxwell Vacation Rental Service. Then we got Ethan Cock, like Ethan Hawke, Ethan Cock.
Ethan Cock, okay.
Saudis own more comedians than oil. That's true.
Okay, very true.
Gumadio Chalmers, a.k.a. Miami Feet Glue Guy. Like Mario Chalmers, Gumadio Chalmers. That's
Drexler, big time. A little too inside because a lot of people don't know who Mario Chalmers is.
Gosh, do you want to go to Miami and just do a live show down there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and just go down there.
Want to stay at Mariana's house?
Yes! Cesar Hurhacha, Skyburns, then I'll come and pad see oo in a different way. Oh, okay. Derek Gonzalez, Malik Black. Oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
John Chrissy walked into Hard Pasta Monkey Cock Alvarez. David Schmidt. Then we got voted for Mamdani because my wife got fat.
Put him on the list.
Yeah, I mean that's a 10.
That's
I
a
mean
10.
a lot of fat ladies like Mamdani.
Put him 10, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, East New York pierogi monkey watching Planet of the Apes. P.S. I don't have a TV.
Okay.
Shit.
14.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. So
We don't condone that. Stop it.
stop that. Michael Knapp. Anne Frank's checkerboard. My dick
Wait, I'm trying to figure that one out.
checkers board.
Yeah.
Anne Frank's checkers board. I don't know.
Did anyone figure that out?
don't know.
No.
My dick don't reach, but she calls it a piece. Something don't add up, cuz. Okay. A bum using.
Kid's got a small piece in his opinion, but she says it's sufficient.
So what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
A bum using shrimp as a Bluetooth earpiece.
It's at least you gotta
Pretty
put that on
funny.
a list. Yeah, I think you gotta list that.
Just funny visual.
Yeah.
Hail Gluaya. Catherine Navarro. Fisbee on Staten, Towel in Manhattan, Wei Zhong Shiite.
Wei Zhong Shiite on its own would have been on the list.
Yeah. My AI girlfriend left me for a Leroy.
Very funny. Drexler.
Blood Banco Dracula. Mamdani's personal 6-year-old ham candle.
Wei Song Xian.
Can't do it.
Muslim reference, no good. Shannon
Can't do that.
Fleming.
Can't do that for our safety reasons.
Lil Chubby, but a Deece Beaver Beater.
Really like it.
Beaver Beater's funny.
Beaver Beater's funny. It's a Drexler.
Okay. Brandon Goskawian. New Jew in your shoe, leaving new Jew glue out of 14.
New Jew in your shoe alone would have been good.
Yeah.
But almost.
Ebenezer splooged in Not So Tiny Tim Dillon.
Okay.
Bill Morrill. Charlie Hurt.
That one got a big laugh out of Nick. I saw his stomach start to jingle.
Which one? Bill Morrill?
No, the Tim.
Oh, Tim Dillon? Yeah.
Read it one more time. I want to see if he moves again.
Ebenezer splooged in Not So Tiny Tim Dillon.
God.
Oh, shit. They got me with a
Walked
Kirk
into
one.
one, yeah.
Shit. I didn't want to read that. All right. Smooth Masturbator. The Joe Chode Gang Experience. Omar Valencia. Ugly Waffle. The Leroy got my bike for Christmas. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, another one walked.
Wei Song Xian.
Black Baby No Dad. That's called a Coco Felon.
Wei Song Xian.
Not good. Walked into one. Not great.
But hold up a second. Just hold on one second.
Lot of 14.
Okay.
That is the best one so far. Playing on Coco Melon.
Yeah, I mean,
mean-
it's up to you because it's your call, but it's a walked in one.
It is definitely a walked into one. What do you do there? That is the funniest one.
Jesse's laughing hard.
He's losing it. Nick, not so much. Is that going
Nick,
on the list or is that
thumbs
walked in?
up?
Thumbs up.
Yeah,
Put
all right,
it on the
then it's
list.
on. It's on.
I mean, sometimes you just got to supersede the walked into one because it's just too good.
It's good. Good. Yeah. Undisputed bento boxer. Vilgarago. Hitler's undescended right testicle.
I like that.
Muhammad, my foreskin didn't stand a chance. Rashad.
Drexler.
Fumail's daycare. Sorry, no vacancy. AG2FYY. The boys are back like Oasis.
Yeah.
Sam Roberts, undescended testicle. It's a lot of undescended testicles. Jackie Onassis and Tits got brain on Zacute film. Oz pearl necklace. Or O's pearl necklace.
Yeah.
Astoria kid. Tuddy's tax attorney. Yanni gains a chromosome when he shaves.
Okay. He says I look retarded with a beard.
Yeah. Cuz is AOC, that Latin fume piece in the rep house. Wow. Paris Morales. Donnie T, please build the UK a wall. Major sandstorm.
Lot of 14.
Okay, that's the walked in one. But whatever.
Mo Muhammad, Mo problems.
Lot of 14.
Yeah.
What do we do with that?
I mean,
We just got to let that one go.
gotta
right?
let go.
Yeah.
Jose, Josh Mansavage, Richard Sass. Make no mistake, wiener dogs are for the table. Evading lunacy. White Walker, close the gate behind me.
I like that.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that on the list.
Okay.
If you don't remember from the First Reich, a White Walker is someone who lives on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
A Mexican.
Yeah. Max Galanti. Then we got Brandon Van Nostrand. Elon Musk is South African. Hide your Frisbees. Jap Bean, call him a microwavable burrito. Sean.
Oh, that's a walked in one bad, Jeff.
Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Ladder 14.
yeah, that's definitely from the firehouse. Some of these are coming directly from the firehouse.
It's what it is. Hefty Schlongdinger. Captain Now Daycare Center, closed until further notice. And then last but not least, frankly, laser beams are awful at customer service.
Ladder 14.
Okay, we're gonna.
We read enough names, right? You think?
Got enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the list so far. Voted for Mamdani because my wife got fat. A bum using shrimp as a Bluetooth earpiece. What?
That one's good.
Wife puts on the earmuffs and blindfolded. Wife puts on the earmuffs and blindfold when she goes down on me. We call it doing the Helen Keller. Jesus and the Lady Brain Boys fix my leaky roof. Straight to the back, but gay in both holes.
It's a good one.
Black baby, no dad. That's called a cocoa felon. And White Walker closed the gate behind me.
Okay. Let's start from the top here. We're gonna start Drexlering.
Voted for Mamdani because my wife got fat.
It's a goodie, but we're gonna Drexler.
Okay. It is true though. A lot of
Yeah, it's.
a bum using shrimp as a Bluetooth earpiece.
We're gonna keep that around.
Okay. Jesus and the Lady Brain Boys fix my leaky roof.
We're gonna Drexler it, but welcome to the lexicon.
Yeah.
We are the Lady Brain Boys.
That's the new name. That could be the new name of the pod.
yeah.
Wife puts on the earmuffs and blindfold when she goes down on me. We call it doing the Helen Keller.
We're gonna Drexler it.
Okay.
Any other day, guys.
Straight to the back, but gay in both holes.
That's a good one. We're gonna Drexler it, but welcome to the lexicon.
Yeah, good. Black baby, no dad. That's called a cocoa felon.
Unfortunately, we got to keep that one around.
What it is. And then White Walker closed the gate behind me.
We're gonna Drexler that. Hard to do.
So then it is between a bum using. I'm sorry. It's between a bum using shrimp as a Bluetooth earpiece.
Yeah.
It is black baby, no dad. That's called a cocoa felon. I'm sorry. Those are the two. It's between black baby, no dad. That's called a cocoa felon. And a bum using shrimp as a Bluetooth earpiece.
You know what? I'm just going for funny here. I'm not going for morality or political correctness.
Okay.
In my opinion, am I wrong? I'm just going to
It
the
made Jesse. It
producers.
broke Jesse.
Yeah. Nick, of the two,
Yeah, that's the one.
Coco Felon. Yeah.
Guys, we do comedy here. That's all it is. It's just a joke.
Just a
you
joke.
know. But congratulations, you are the first winner of 2026. Black baby, no dad. That's called a cocoa felon. You are the PPW. See your name up in lights at historyhyenasisback.com. Go get the merch. Tell your friends. This episode continues at Patreon.